Live yet, but let's give it a few seconds for people to hop on. Gonna check. How has your week been, Amber?
Week's been good. Busy, but good.
Beautiful.
Next week is a little slower. I get to actually relax a little bit next week. I scheduled myself some personal time to just reconnect.
Very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm lucky the holidays are coming up, but yeah, it's important to take a break.
It is important. Gotta get that mellow yellow time.
Let me see. Yeah, okay, so we're good in the group. Let's see, are we good on Instagram?
We got somebody saying hello, hello.
Oh, hi. It's Linda. Hello, Linda. So whoever's online, please say hello. Let us know where you're from. Meanwhile, we're checking if we're good on Instagram. And then we will get started. So if you're on Instagram, say hello. Okay, hold on. Okay, we need another 30 seconds. Meanwhile, I will reintroduce myself for those who do not know who I am yet. I'm the co-founder of Life Pro Fitness. And here we have Amber, one of the world's greatest experts.
Like, thank you, Joel.
The one. If you have any issues whatsoever, if you need any assistance, you can always reach out to Amber. And she's located in the middle of nowhere.
Truly, middle of nowhere. Where it's peaceful and quiet.
Yeah, and let's see. All right, let's check again. Okay, Instagram is good. So I just want to let everyone know that I'm going to post a discount. We have a special discount on the new Sonic launch, 15% off. Hello. And the code is NewSonic15.
That's and 15, not 50. Not 50, but 15.
Yes. 15. And we are going to announce the giveaway winner at the end of the live. Okay? We're streaming right now on YouTube, Facebook, on Instagram. So if you're not connected with us there, I highly suggest to hop over there and give us a little follow. And so when we're doing the live, if you have any questions, ask your questions throughout the live in the comment box on the right side, I believe, and we'll get to it at the end of the video. So we're not ignoring you. It's just harder to go through the flow if we interrupt for questions. So make sure to stay here so we can get your questions answered. All right? So Amber, go ahead. It's all yours.
Right.
The floor is yours.
Welcome, everybody. I'm excited to share with you the launch of my newest favorite massage gun. It is the Life Pro Sonic Plus. So I've had a chance to play around with this. I actually hosted a massage therapist mentorship this last weekend, and so they got to kind of play around with it a little bit. And we all are in love with this unit. Comes with this really nice, easy carry case. It packs really nice. Has your user manual. Okay, user manual with all the directions on how to use it. We have our cord, which plugs into the wall. It has a lithium-ion battery. Check out this beauty. It is just slim, beautiful, easy to hold. Absolutely love this new tool.
So let me get off. Hold on. Let me get myself out of the way.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, there you go.
So we have 5 different speeds for regular manual speed. But what I love about this massage gun that none of our other massage guns have is an automatic feature. Similar to if you have one of our platforms and you don't want to think about which level you need to, you can just push the auto mode button and it varies the speed based on which program you're wanting to use. So what's really cool about this is it's got a fade out mode, it's got a crescendo mode, and it's got a wave mode. So I'm going to talk more about that here in just a second. It says probably in the listing that it comes with 6 different attachments, but Joel went over and beyond, and I believe there are 10 attachments in here, 10 different attachments. So Joel has earned some major brownie points with me on this one. We have a huge ball attachment. Okay, we have the standard ball attachment, and these are squishy, so you can actually compress these. These are not hard plastic; they're a little bit of foam in them. Super easy to sanitize. We have these tips which are exactly, for the most part, the same, except one has this metal tip and one has just your standard plastic tip. But both work much the same, just depends on how much more intensity you want. A note of caution, when you're using these metal coated tips, we don't ever want to use those anywhere near bone or in really thin areas. These are made to work really well with areas of lots of muscle. So just to make sure, throw that out there ahead of time.
Right, and also the metal tip is great for oil massage.
Yes, yes, yes. I like to use these with oil too. We have, I like to call the goalpost, which is for the spine. You can also use this IT band area if you want to try it. We have a paddle attachment, really good. Again, IT band is another area really good for this one, as well as the plantar fascia on the bottom of the foot. You can also variate this to work around the shoulder blade on the back side if you're working around the scapular border. When it comes to my other favorite tips, like I said, we have several different options here. This one is really cool. So this is like the little missile tip, little bullet tip. It has this little rubberized tip, okay? And it actually compresses really easy as compared to the original, okay? So you get to use, they both come standard with this kit. But what I love about, again, this one, it is a super soft, it almost feels like silicone. It's really, really cool. So if you're trying to get around the shoulder blade, if you're trying to get into the little forearm muscles of the arm, around the elbow, the bottom of the foot, in those really tight grooves, this is really cool because it has more of a cushion dampener type setting on it versus this
right
tip. So super comfortable if you are anywhere near the nerves, and especially for those of you who understand the nerves, we have a couple that lie really close here in the elbow, and then we've also got one that's really close on the bottom of the leg near the knee. Those nerves lie really, really close to your skin, so it doesn't take much to irritate those. So that is what I am loving about that squishy bullet tip. Okay, we have this new tip. Joel, you're gonna have to enlighten me on this one because I've not seen this before, and it was not in the manual. So this is like super bonus tip. So what do you use that for, Joel?
Very good question. That's good because you're able to rotate on it. You're able to, so for massage, it has all these little balls. So we try to combine acupuncture with it. So it's something that we're exploring, and would love to hear everyone's feedback on this tip.
What's really important to remember on this tip, knowing what the intended use is for it to be, it is not a soft tip, okay? It is rounded and it has the little balls, the little points, but it is not a squishy tip. So this is going to be a really good tip that you can apply to the glutes, to the quads, to the hamstrings, anywhere, like pec region for gentlemen, for ladies, not so much, but for men, in the lats, upper traps, if you want to get upper traps. Those are going to be, it's going to be a good one to try for that one. I'm excited to try that. I haven't tried it yet because I wasn't sure exactly what the intent was. And I'm a firm believer, if you're going to do a treatment on somebody, you have to have a thorough understanding of why you're doing what you're doing and not just applying it just for the heck of it. So I like to know exactly why I'm doing something. So this is going to be very exciting to try now that I understand the intent. And then my absolute favorite tip is the dampener. And this is a much different dampener tip than what we have had with some of our other models. It is much more of a squishy spring, but I like it because it's not so separated. Like some of the Sonic LX tip is a really thick tip and it has the more space in between these. But I like this one just the way it's just a different type of tip. But I love this one. So I'm going to start with that.
By the way, I have to disturb you. Amber.
Yes, sir.
I need you to move the camera a little.
Okay, where
we have people on Instagram complaining that they don't see your pretty face.
Oh, well, how about if I just scoot up?
So Instagram is only in a frame like this.
Okay.
So
Let's
maybe
see what
we can
do.
maybe we can move a little to the left.
This left or the other
Yeah,
left?
yeah. You're good. You're good.
Okay. All right.
I think
How
we're good.
about, are we good
No,
now?
now you're completely out.
Now I'm completely out. So I need to go the other left. Maybe
I'm
go
all confused.
Are we good here?
I think we're getting there. I'll keep you posted. Keep going.
Okay. How about this?
Okay, now you're definitely in it.
Okay. Good deal. All right. So let me show you all the bells and whistles of this. Really, really cool unit. It does have the it has like an insulated handle. So if you have checked out our Dyna series that we just released a few weeks ago, one of those has very similar handle. It has some shock absorption there. So if you're wanting to use this for professional purposes, it's really good for that. Hang on one second. Let me dim my lights because I'm seeing a glare. And I'm in a room where I can dim my lights just a little bit so you're not seeing a big light in my face. Hopefully that's better. All right. So we're going to turn the on switch on the bottom. And for the record, that's where we plug it in to charge it. I've got this one charged all the way to 100% because I've actually been using it. And then from here, we have our power on off button here on the back. Before I get started on this, we have 5 different speeds. And so our repetitions per minute is 1,300 to 3,300. So it's got a very, very good range of levels without being too extreme one end to the other. And like I said, the one thing that I love about this one is it has the different modes for automatic mode. So you don't have to think. You can just turn it on and it automatically varies through those levels without you having to push different buttons to change the levels. As far as the weight of this one's actually pretty light. It's only a little low. It's like 1.5 pounds, like 1.5 pounds total. Has a shorter lever arm on it compared to the Sonic LX. And just so you all know, the Sonic LX to date has been my absolute favorite massage gun, along with the Pulse FX. This is my new favorite. This is my absolute new favorite massage
Wow.
gun. Yeah, this is my new favorite. And the reason being is because when I'm using this professionally on all of my clients, if you can see the size of this handle, I have to be able to control that similar to a hammer moving. And with the Sonic LX, it has a much longer handle. So for me to control it without me absorbing that energy in my elbow or absorbing it with my forearm, I have to hold the Sonic LX like this so that I can allow it to float. Whereas this, I actually have complete control over it. It is actually, I think it's lighter than the Sonic LX by almost a pound. So the Sonic LX is 2.3 pounds. This is only 1.5 pounds, okay? When it comes to the sound of this one, I think if I remember, actually the decibels, I don't remember the sound on this one. I know on the Mini, the decibels is 35 to 50, just depending on which range you're in. This one is less than 55, so it's just as quiet as all of our other units. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. It's on low speed right here. And low speed is 1,300 RPMs, which is, if you have our original Sonic's massage gun, it starts out at a 1,200. So, and it's actually quite a bit louder than this one is. Not as comfortable to hold. And of course, the attachments on the original Sonic are much harder. So not as easy to soften on the application. But we're on intensity 1 here. So speed 1. We just tap it each and every time. And then it gets a little faster, okay? So we're gaining about close to 500, I would say. So on speed level 2, we go from 1,300 to 1,800. From 2 to 3, we're going to 2,200, on up to 2,700, on up to 3,300. So those of you who are keeping track of true intensity with the frequencies, we are starting at 22 hertz, going up to 55 hertz. And as far as the amplitude, this one has a stronger amplitude than the Sonic LX. The Sonic LX has 11. This one has 12, okay? And as well as the Mini has 11. So there is how we turn that off. Now, what I absolutely love about this is if we hold for 2 seconds, now we're in auto mode. So again, we have 3 different auto mode features. Right now, I'm in what's called a fade out mode, which is really good for relaxation and for recovery. It's going to start on a low level, and it's going to slowly increase up to a moderate level, and then it's going to drop back down so that you don't experience that shock all at the same time, and you don't have to push the button in order to change the speed. So if you're working on somebody and you are worried about maybe the power being too much for them, you have the opportunity without having to turn this off. You just have to move it into a greater muscle group. So let's say, for instance, you're working on the bottom of the foot, which is super sensitive. I like to start with the bottom of the foot when I'm working the lower extremity. So let's just say this is my foot. If I'm working the bottom of the foot, okay, starting out low, okay, and then as we are working into the calf muscle, we're picking up a little bit of intensity, a little bit of power, going into a higher level of speed. And then by the time you get to the hamstrings, it's already ramped up. So assume that my biceps area is a hamstring. Okay, now we're at full speed and we can get down into the glute. And then by the time you get into the lumbar spine, we're back to soft again. So it is really cool how that one works together because you don't have to continuously change the power feature in order to get that effect without having to stop what you're doing and push the button in between. So you can make it very, very fluid. If we are going to the second auto mode, it's referred to as a crescendo mode. And so it's going to start really low and it's going to ramp up really fast and it's going to come back down. So they call it a crescendo because if you listen to music, crescendo rises really high and then it comes right back down. So this does the exact same thing based on its speed levels. But you don't have to worry about changing it. It's a really cool feature. Really, really good for an alternating of intensity if you're trying to get somebody activated, going out to play, just trying to get some energy, getting ready to go out to work. This is a really good one. If you're in the middle of the afternoon and you're like super sleepy, you're in that sloth speed mode, trying to get that extra little kick of energy, pull this out and just touch any part of you because it will rev up that sympathetic nervous system, which is what's going to keep you alert and reactive. So then we have the third mode, and the third mode is referred to as the wave mode. So it's a roller coaster, okay? So we're going in an alternating pattern, going up, going down, back and forth, which is really good for relaxation. I like this one at the end of the day when I personally need a little bit of attention to myself, but I don't want too much energy. This is going to start out with a low level, and it's not going to ramp up too high. It's going to come right back down. So, and as you can hear, it's gone through all of those levels while I've been talking to all of you, and it's super quiet. So that's what I like about it. I don't have to interrupt anybody. If they're in a super euphoric state on my table when I'm trying to relax their mindset, relax their parasympathetic nervous system so that I can work their tissues, I don't have to worry about that being really loud when I'm working on these neck muscles or working on the shoulder muscles. So really, really cool feature. The other thing that I think is really important to note on this is it actually gives you a percentage. This is one of the few models that we have that does this. It actually gives you a percentage of how much battery you have left. So you want to charge your battery up to 100% the first time that you use it, or before you use it the first time. For charge speed, you're looking at give or take 2 to 3 hours, depending on how drained the battery is. If you are using this regularly, you don't want it to drop below 25% so that you can maintain the life of this lithium-ion battery. So when you get to 25%, it's just like driving an automobile. You don't want to wait for your fuel tank to get below quarter low because it doesn't run as efficiently long term. You don't want to drain that energy from the engine. You want to keep on going. So,
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when you get down to 25%, if you ramp that battery back up to 50 to 100%, you're going to get better longevity out of it. But not only that, you don't want to be in the middle of a treatment working with yourself or with somebody or working with a team. You only get 25% battery. It had about 18% battery when I arrived, and I just turned it on just to play around with it, and it drains very, very fast when it's below that 20% level.
Right, I was talking about the gas cars. I didn't know gasoline also applies that same rule.
Yes, absolutely.
Never
absolutely.
know.
Because
Wow.
think about it, Joel. I mean, when you're at the bottom of the tank, you're getting all the crap fumes. You're not getting all the good fuel that's sitting on the top, you know? So you're getting literally the fumes. So, yeah. So, in order to pop this off, I like to pull and rotate. Okay. When you put it back on, one thing I noticed when I was working with a lot of these massage therapists that came in from out of state, when you are putting this on, I like to give it a big push and I like to give it a little rotation just to make sure it's locked in. Because it takes a little bit of extra push to make sure it's all the way in. And what my push is and what your push is, Joel, might be just a little bit different. So we just want to make sure that we're getting that tip inserted all the way on there, because what can happen is when you're using it, it'll bobble off completely if it's not completely locked in. And there's no real snapping, clicking mechanism. So I give it a little twist just to make sure we're locked and loaded, ready to roll, and life is good. So I think I hit a lot of this stuff. Working time. This works 3 to 7 hours, depending on which speed you're on. If you're on a high speed, like levels 3, 4, 5, you're going to get, anywhere from 3 to 4 hours out of it. That's what I love about these. I can plug this in at the beginning of my week and it'll last me for several days without having to worry about recharging. If you have any issues with it, make sure that you register. If you buy this one today, make sure that you register when you receive it within 14 days, because the customer service with LifePro is one of the reasons why I choose to work with them. Customer service for me is a top priority for my clients and my business. And I really can't work for a company that doesn't represent my own personal values. And Joel does an incredible job with the warranty. It's a limited lifetime warranty. If you have any trouble whatsoever, I can tell you I have used a variety of his different massage guns. And again, the Sonic LX is one of my go-to favorites. I travel with it. I use it on a lot of teams. Use a lot of gymnastics kiddos because the intensity is, you have a variation of 9 different levels to work with. But just about a month ago, one of my tips bit the dust, and it's my favorite tip. So I haven't been able to use it for a few weeks. So I've been trying to play around with some of these others. But nonetheless, you call customer service, let them know you're having trouble. They'll send you out a unit so you're not without your unit, and they'll get your other unit back so that they can troubleshoot it and figure out if it's a pattern. But I'll tell you, again, cannot get over their customer service. That's why I actually started to buy products from them before we started working together. So anyhow, that is the Sonic Plus.
Right. So
beautiful gun.
Yes, absolutely. Let's make sure we remind everybody that the discount of 15% off is only for the next 2 hours and 34 minutes left. And then it goes back to regular price. And it's not launching for anyone until next week. It's launching on, let's see, tomorrow with the Sonic Plus, and the Pro, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes, is going to be on October 1st. So grab it while you can. And holiday season is going to be starting early this year. Just so you know. So now might be a good time to get it.
Awesome. Yes. So I think that's something I want to make sure everybody understands. Like Joel said, this isn't launching again. This specific massage gun is not launching immediately after we're done today. So when you go to pay for it today with your 15% discount code, it's going to probably be a week or two before it arrives, because you have to allow for that processing time after it's launched. So I just want to make sure, because I've had some individuals that I've seen in the past who are like, oh, I bought my massage gun and it hasn't arrived, and I ordered it like a month ago. If it's a pre-order, that means it hasn't been launched yet. And so it's not, they're not shipping out just yet. So next week is when, next week, right, Joel? Yeah?
Yes. So the Plus, will ship probably Monday.
Okay. So just want to make sure you're all expecting that, so we have that clarification. Now, in reference to those of you who already have the different massage guns available, again, this is part of the Sonic series. We also, I wanted to go back and compare a couple of things with our Sonic LX and the Sonic Mini. When it comes to the size of this one, This one is just a little bit bigger than the Mini, but I like this one more than the Mini because it packs a punch when it comes to the variations of features and levels. And you don't feel, it has this softening of the handle. So you really don't feel the energy in the hand if you're using it all the time as you do with some of our other devices. For gentlemen, if you're used to the Sonic LX with it having the really long handle, it is a big difference. I actually meant to have those in here. Joel, if you can keep them busy for like 30 seconds, I'm going to run around the corner and go grab the other two so they can see the difference. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And when you come back, I want you to try to back up a little from the camera.
Yes, sir. You got it. Be right back.
All right. So let me answer some questions. We got a Miriam. Miriam, hi, Miriam. So you're asking what the regular price is. Okay, I'm going to look it up for you. I know that it was supposed to be $149, but we may have changed the pricing. Give me 1 second. By the way, any questions? I will be addressing them. Yes, so it's $134.99 regular price and 15% off. New Sonic 15, 15% off of $134.99. And we also, by the way, we partner with a new Noelle, hold up. We partner with a new brand called Affirm. And this brand, actually, let me pop back onto the main screen so you can see me. Yes, so we partner with a new brand called Affirm. Affirm is a new finance company which allows you to make payments over time. So we used to be with a company called Klarna. Klarna only gave you options for 3 to 6 months. Affirm gives you now options up to 12 months. So we swapped it out to make it easier for you and our customers. So, and yeah, so check that out. Noelle, could we make a reference to the Fusion X? We'll try our best. I'm not sure if we have it handy. I don't think I have it.
I have the Fusion X handy. I believe it's nearby.
Okay, awesome. Awesome,
if not
awesome.
The Fusion X, I know I have the FX handy, I believe. Yeah, because we're asking about the heated gun, right?
The Fusion X is the heated one.
Yes, yes. Give me 1 second, and I will get
run back
to that here in just a second. So, can we all see me okay? Better?
Yeah, awesome.
Okay.
So we have a Facebook, anonymous Facebook user saying 100% of custom service premium. Yes, thank you for the message.
Love it. Okay. So the Sonic Plus, this is the newest release. Okay. The Sonic, this is the Mini. All right. So let me go ahead and turn this on. So the Sonic Mini is pretty quiet. Actually, let me click this on. There's a, oh, another added feature. Totally forgot to mention this. This automatically powers off if you're not using it for 10 minutes, so you don't drain your battery.
Yes, yes.
Very cool feature. All right, so Sonic Mini, Sonic Plus. Very, very similar in size, except this one is almost a pound lighter. Yes, but just as quiet, okay? The Sonic Mini has 5 speeds. The Sonic Plus has 5 speeds, but it also has the 3 automatic modes, which is a new feature for Life Pro. Yeah, so I like the fact that it has the battery, so we know how much charge we've got. The Sonic Mini does not have the dampener attachment. It just has the ball attachment. So that's one thing that's different. Let me grab the other one. Turn this off for a moment. Or maybe. There we go. I had to ramp it up, get that excitement going before I could turn it off. All right, Sonic LX. Again, this was my absolute favorite until Joel sent me this wonderful surprise. You can tell the difference, all right? So there they are side by side. So if you're a lady and you're trying to hold this, okay? If I'm working on somebody and I'm holding it in the insulated handle here to not have to absorb the energy myself, okay? That is a big, big lever for a lot of ladies, okay? So I have to hold it this way so that I can allow it to float without me having to use my arms too much, because we don't want tennis elbow by using the massage gun. That's just not a good trade-off.
Hang on, Amber. Wait a second.
Yeah.
So do you like to put your hand on the inside of the handle?
When I'm using the Sonic LX, this is how I use it because the handle is too long for me to not have my elbow developing an issue over time because I use it professionally on a regular basis. So if I'm working on somebody, this is somebody's arm, I'm working like this, and I'll show you why this is important. So this is on speed 6, okay? If I'm doing this, I'm having to hold and control this whole device with a full lever. So if I hold it like this, I have more control, okay? And it doesn't bounce as much because I can allow it to float. Whereas when I'm down here, it's harder to control it if you're working on somebody else. Well, even for yourself for that matter, because it's like holding a hammer versus holding a hair dryer. That would be a good assessment, or a good comparison. This is hammer, this is hair dryer. Big difference in handle size.
Right, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, the whole purpose of the LX, just so everyone understands, the purpose of the long handle was, like I see here, comment just put it up, is because we want to be able to reach harder areas, right? Yes. It's much easier.
But that's another, so it's a trade-off. You're not working with individuals on a regular basis, or you're not working on a team of individuals if you're off on a weekend. You know, and you've got those little spots in your back and in your shoulders and in your butt that you can't get to very easily.
Right.
This is awesome. But the other thing that makes the Sonic LX so special is it has 9 different levels. 9. Okay. And so when it's got 9 different speeds, the speeds go from 1800 to 3400. And so the one that starts here, this actually starts at a lower speed at 1300 up to 3300. So the speeds are from both ends of the spectrum are pretty similar, but the Sonic actually starts on a gentler mode than this one does. So, but either way, they're both aggressive if you need them to be aggressive, and they're both very, very quiet. This one weighs a little less, shorter handle, automatic mode, way more attachments, okay? So, and the difference in the dampener tip, so there's the difference in the dampener tip. So this one has been my go-to for a long time, and the one on the Sonic Plus is just a totally different designed feature that I actually really like it. So there's that. I actually have not tried this. Have you tried interchanging the Sonic LX attachments into the Sonic Plus, Joel?
Yeah, they don't work. No.
They don't go? No, they sure don't. No attachment there. Just curious. Okay, now, those of you that have the dinosaur of the family, I call it the dinosaur because it's the oldest, the original Sonic. This is kind of what started the whole revolution, like a little over, a year ago? Something like that?
It is 15 months now. Wow. Yeah. 15 months.
So isn't it amazing how much innovation Life Pro has put into this, from dinosaur mode to Ferrari mode, okay? We go from like old car to state-of-the-art sports car for like much cheaper than normal sports car prices. So when we're looking at different competitors, we really have the edge because customer service, all the different features, and the innovation is just bar none wonderful, absolutely wonderful. When we're looking at the original Sonic, and let's see if I can get this one. I don't even know if I have this one charged all the way. So we're on heavy level. You're actually absorbing a lot more vibration in this older model because, again, the innovation and the materials that go into it. It's a little bit louder, but it's still pretty quiet compared to a lot of the others that are out there on the market. But nonetheless, still can't hear the Sonic Plus at all. You can hear this one, okay? And then we turn that one off. Can barely hear this one. So amazing device. Amazing device. All right, Joel, if you want to keep them company real quick, I'll pull up the Fusion X, the heated model, because I don't have it handy right here. I have the original, I have our original heated model. I think it's the Pulse FX.
The Fusion FX.
Fusion X. I have the original. Yes, I do have the original that I can compare it to. I have the other one, but it's not handy nearby.
All right.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you all a secret. I let my husband borrow it at work, and he hasn't brought it home. That's how this works. So,
Right.
So I'll let you keep them busy. I'm going to go grab the heated gun. I'll be right back.
Okay, so let me answer some questions. And by the way, whoever is listening, pay attention because a giveaway, we're going to announce the giveaway. Let me pop up front. Give me a second. How do we do this? We click this button. Yeah, there we go. So yes, we're going to announce the giveaway winner at the end. And I want to remind you that the discount, 15% off, is only for the next 2 hours. And let me do some math. And 22 minutes. Judd, no, not yet. A little bit. Yes, there are so many of them too. Yes, I agree with you. Now the amplitude for the Sonic Plus. Give me 1 second. Let me get that
Amplitude
information.
is 12.
Oh, there we go. Amber got it.
Yep, 12.
All right, Amber's back.
Yep, I'll be back. Okay, so we have the Beast. Okay, this is the FX model. Okay, this is the original heated gun because we got 2 heated guns. This one right here is the original. Our new one is the Fusion X, correct, Joel?
Yes.
Yes, very, very similar. Darn near identical, has some other features on it that make it much more simplistic to use.
Right.
But here's the kicker on this. If you already have a heated gun, the dampener attachment is quite a bit different. So if you are somebody who has very sensitive tissue, as far as the sound goes, the sound isn't all that bad, but the dampener, I think, is what makes these so different, because the dampener is what most people are using for pain management. So I believe that it's really important to make sure that you're getting one that works well for your level of intensity, what you can tolerate. Okay, so we are on, let me get it on manual mode here. Maybe. I think, oh, you know what? I'm kind of not prepared because my battery's dead. Go figure. Okay.
Okay,
so important thing here. This one is quite a bit heavier because you're carrying a big bulkhead here at the top. The handle, nice and insulating, and this one is heated. So we only have the one heated tip, but it is not a dampener tip. So you kind of have to give give and take on the different features. But again, this is my favorite. Just saying, they're there side by side. So the new one is smaller and lighter than the heated. Okay. Any other questions, Joel, that you've been pointed out?
No, I think we should talk a little about the Pro that's coming.
Okay. I unfortunately am not prepared for that one in the moment because I don't have that one here yet. I haven't been able to play with it. But if you want to share some details with it, that'd be awesome.
Yes, absolutely. Give me 1 second. You keep going.
So I'm seeing a question here. Can I use it with pure essential oils on my skin? Let me show you something. This is my little treatment box that I use on all my clients. And I use all of these oils on my clients, and they're all essential oils. So yes, you can use essential oils with your tips. You can also use a cream if you are looking for a different type of lubricant in order to get the massage gun to glide a little different. Another really good ointment or product is called Albolene, and I'll pull it out here so you can see it. We're in my treatment room here in my office. Albolene. It is a rinse-free cleanser, so really good for problematic skin, and it's clear and it's non-scented, so you can take a little, goes a long way. It kind of reminds you of a petroleum or Vaseline base, but it's fragrance-free and you can just wipe it off with water. So if I'm getting ready to put kinesio tape or rock tape on somebody after I use the massage gun on them, this is the product I tend to use because I don't have to scrub them with a lot of soap and water to get off the oils, I can just wipe it off after I've gotten that lubricant on to get things to glide a little different. And then I can tape right after that without having to worry about it not sticking. So if you have sensitive skin and you're wanting to use something other than lotion or cream, Albolene is an awesome product, and it's like $10 for this tub, and it'll go a long, long way. Like you can use just like about a dime's worth and just, you know, put it on. And it won't destroy the attachments. They're really, really easy to disinfect.
So grab the Sonic. So I'm going to tell you, yeah, I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, there's the Sonic.
So first of all, I want to apologize why we don't have the Sonic Pro on is because it was stuck at customs. So once you get flagged at customs, it takes a while to get out, you know, so it's going to be out October 1st. So with the Sonic Pro is basically an upgraded version of the Sonic. It's like a V2 style, so we call it a Pro. What we added was a 20-minute timer, so you can adjust the timer. So right now, if you look at the Sonic, you can put down the Sonic Plus.
Okay.
So basically, we added now a timer where the speeds are on the front, yeah, right there. So right now, you can see there was lights, and there's no ability to have a timer. So we added a timer, 20 minutes, so you can time, you know, as much time as you want and be able to see how much time you're using it for. So we got a lot of feedback of those that wanted that. And what else did we add? We added some more attachments. So the original Sonic comes with 5. Now there's 8. And what else did we do? And also we added, so with this Sonic, there's 5 speeds. The Sonic Pro has 15 speeds.
Whoa.
Okay.
You are really throwing some bells and whistles out there.
Yeah, we're trying to bring out the V2. Yeah, so those are the 3 main differences between the original Sonic and the Sonic Pro. So for those who, you know, some people, you know, a lot of time they like to stick to the same model, they're used to it. So we just added a few features to keep those engaged, right?
Absolutely. So how long does a battery last for a full charge? It takes 2 to 3 hours to charge, and you can use it 3 to 7 hours on 100% charge. It just depends on which feature you use, whether you're auto mode.
Right, but the Sonic Pro is 3 to 6 hours.
Yep. But it only takes like two hours or so to charge. And it comes with about 20% charge. So when you get your package in the mail, you don't have that letdown of like, oh man, I got to wait a while to charge it to try it out. No, you can turn it on and go to town and have fun with it for just a few minutes. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's answer some questions.
Okay, I'm seeing one here. If it's recommended to use any of the guns over areas with scar tissue. Absolutely. That is one of the biggest features of using the massage guns, because the vibration creates, I like to call it the perfect storm. It creates like an earthquake effect for breaking up scar tissue and adhesions, which creates mobility within the connective tissue. And scar tissue really doesn't have a lot of blood flow, if any. So if you can break free that scar tissue and get the rest of the tissue molded the way you need to use it functionally, then circulation increases, the neurological response and communication pathways from your brain to that tissue as well as to your nerves goes up, mobility goes up, and pain comes down. So super, super powerful device for scar tissue in general. So I actually used this on my belly last night. I was playing around just trying to see how much intensity I could handle when you have so many weapons to play around with in the treatment room, right? No, just kidding. So anyways, I was trying because you can do a visceral abdominal massage. And like I said, vibration, for those of you who have had GI discomfort and you get on one of the vibration platforms, it helps to regulate and calm things down. If you don't have a vibration plate of ours, then you can still use this at home and on your abdomen. I would stay away from using it in what I refer to as an orifice, which is like your belly button, because there's a lot of stuff that can be really sensitive near or on top of the belly button. You can go around the belly button, but I wouldn't go directly on the belly button because it is an exposable area to the inside of your body. You don't want to use it on any open sores. So if you have any kind of an open wound of any sort, bug bites, things like that, you don't want to use it over those because you can pick that up on the tip, and if you're not disinfecting for that, you can spread it off to somebody else in the family. So just make sure if you're using it, if you've got a skin reaction, that you're really careful not to go over those areas, because a skin opening, a skin lesion, a bug bite is inflammation. So we don't want to increase inflammation, which is possible with the massage guns. So if you're getting that itching sensation, that is a response of breaking things loose, breaking toxins loose. So make sure you're flushing with lots of water and electrolytes after you use your massage gun, because very similar to the vibration platforms, the circulation of toxins has to happen in order for you to heal and minimize inflammation. If you don't get rid of those out of your body by breaking them free, then they're stuck in there for decades. I see people who come in who are 40, 50, 60 years old who have never had any kind of body work, and they're in a tremendous amount of pain, and we release those toxins and pain goes away. But it's a lot of time of just storing in the body. So the question,
so we have Jill. Jill, where are you from? So Jill is asking, where can you get Albolene? The
Albolene. You can get this at Meijer, Walmart, CVS, any local drugstore, Amazon. You can get it at any of those local stores. It is not a medical product. It is actually a makeup remover, facial cleanser, but it doesn't have to be rinsed off. So I use it because it is a great product for individuals who are hypersensitive to other things. I have a lot of clients that don't want me to use oils on them because they break out real easy. So I can use the Albolene on them as a topical, like an ointment to get the massage gun to glide a little different. And so it works really well. Comes off really easy.
All right, Leigh Nickerson. I skipped your middle name. I read that we're not supposed to use percussion guns on our neck and butt, but I see photos of being used there. So the answer is, go ahead.
Yeah, don't use it here on the front of the neck. You can use it back here. As a matter of fact, if you turn your head sideways, you can see my muscle pops up right here. This is the sternocleidomastoid, okay? You can use that massage gun right here below the clavicle, but you have got major arterial flow coming from behind here through this notch right here in front of the clavicle. And actually, if you look at yourself really close in the mirror, right here, you can actually see your heartbeat. You can see your skin pop, 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 pop. So you don't ever want to use this over your throat area because there's a lot of arterial nervous flow. Brachial plexus comes out here underneath into the shoulder. But now back here, you're okay using it on the back side of the neck. Just make sure you're using it really gentle. And just remember, the closer that you get to the cranium, the skull here, the more sensitive those vertebrae are. So you don't want to use it with a tremendous amount of power. That is a perfect location to use this tip right here because it has that dampener, that soft squishy feeling. And so you can get in really tight through there without hitting the vertebra. But you can also use your goalpost spinal, paraspinal tip back there because you're missing the actual vertebra. So you don't want to use this over bone. So as long as you're not using it directly on the spine over the vertebra, you should be fine. But you can use it just to the outside of your vertebra because that's where all those little agitated muscles that give you headaches are located. And those muscles that start here at the base of your neck, a lot of them actually attach all the way down on the lower part of your pelvis. So if you can release them up here or mid-back, just right to the outside of the spine, it'll release some headaches, low back pain, and some neck pain. Are we there? Hey, Joel, can't hear you. There we go.
Wow, that sucks. All right, so thank you, Leigh. You're welcome. So Facebook user nameless for some reason on my screen, but I do want to let you know that you're very important. You're not just a nameless person. So which essential oil do you suggest using?
Okay, good question. If you are using essential oils anywhere near your neck or your face, stay away from peppermint or anything that has a mint extract to it, because if you're going to use it anywhere up near here, peppermint is incredibly potent. In fact, I made the mistake over the weekend when I was hosting this mentorship for the massage therapists. I put a drop, just one drop of peppermint oil on the outside of my mask because I wore a mask throughout the whole weekend with them. And when I went to put that on, it made my eyes water and I couldn't even open my eyes because the peppermint is so strong. So you don't want to use any kind of peppermint near the face unless it's behind your ears, but you're not going to use the massage gun behind your ears. So we don't have to worry about that.
I think they want to know which brand.
Oh, which brand? That is an open question. So my favorite, I've been a doTERRA user for a long time. However, I don't like multi-level marketing companies all that much from a professional standpoint. So I like to use this brand called Revive. They have one of the highest levels of purity. And it's direct to consumer, so you don't have to go through a rep in order to buy it. And they have phenomenal customer service, much like Joel does. You can use whatever kind you want, but if you don't want any kind of a scented oil, just use coconut oil. And as crazy as this is going to sound, you can use coconut oil that you would use in your kitchen. So, because you just have to make sure that it is oil at room temperature, because not all coconut oil is an oil at room temperature. So this is coconut oil at room temperature. I ordered this from Amazon. It is Art Nationals. And like I said, it's fractioned. So I use coconut oil as my carrier oil, unless I have somebody who is allergic. And then I'll use jojoba oil, which is Jojoba. And I use it organically. And it's through Jojoba Care. Pure jojoba, organic. Good stuff. Really good for anti-aging skin.
Beautiful. All right. So we are ready. Who's ready? We are ready to announce the Sonic Series giveaway winner. So I want to have a little fun here. Should we announce the city first, the state first, the first name? What do you guys think? What should we announce first? State, city, last name, first name, or everything together?
Let's go state.
State? The state. Do you have the paper in front of you, Amber?
Oh, you know what? I don't, but I can pull it up. Do I need to pull it up?
No. I just wanted to,
I'm in the dark. I'm totally in the dark.
So the answer, the winner lives in the state of Colorado.
Woo!
So how many of you are online, on the live, that are from Colorado? And there was a question of how do you participate in these giveaways? Yeah, we have these links. We posted it last time. Last time on the live, the emails. Yeah, we posted it on the live last week. Okay, so we know the winner is from Colorado. What should I mention next?
Just throw it out there.
Throw it out there?
The suspense is killing him.
All right, the winner is none other than Mike Christopher from Denver, Colorado. I did not see him on the live today. I did not see, unless you're one of the...
Oh, that's killer.
Unless you are one of the Facebook users without a name. Yes, congratulations. So we do have giveaways every few weeks, and make sure to enter it. And yes, so the official release date for the Sonic Plus is tomorrow at September 25th. The Sonic Pro is on October 1st. And the link is new Sonic 15. I'll post it in the comments. Remember, we got another 2 hours and 2 minutes. So grab it while you can. Be the first to get your hands on these.
Because a lot of our products sell out fast, very fast. So you don't want to wait until Black Friday. You don't want to be like, oh, my birthday's coming up in October. Like, no, you need to get your hands on it, like ASAP.
Yeah,
your health, your investment is worth it.
Right.
I think that's something that's really important for people to understand is you have so many health benefits behind investing, you know, the $150, $200, whatever each one of our devices cost. They're all different. You are investing in your longevity of your health, much like your pharmaceuticals. You go and get your prescriptions every month. You go and see the doctor and you get your hair done, and you're investing in that right here. And it has like a lifetime warranty on it. Like, you're going to have it for a long time. And Joel is awesome. So
Yeah,
we're not going
absolutely.
anywhere.
Absolutely. And also, I wanted to say something. What did I want to say? Why did I forget? Oh, man, something important. Oh, yes.
Energy is
I wanted to
infectious.
say the Rumbucks Pro is a good example that sold out 3 times.
Or how about the
3
Rhythm?
times.
The Rhythm, which is back in stock.
Right. So,
I did a video on that earlier today.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so if you've been trying to get the Rhythm, they're back.
So, Facebook user, can you please put the link in Facebook, please? Yes, I put it right here. I think you should be able to see the comment. Anyways, thank you very much, everyone. And
Thanks,
make sure to tune in to our lives, our weekly lives at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you have any specific topics that you want us to talk about, you're welcome to email us. We're making these live to create more value for you guys. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.